Need to make a new video. See what's going on in Twitch. Alright, let's see what's going on in Twitch. Twitch drama. Twitch. What's going on? What the? My brothers in Christ. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and welcome back to the YouTube video. My name's Gary, and before we start the video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell in case you want to see another video of mine. We are at 92 subs. I never thought we would make it here, but I mean, fuck it, let's go for 100, dog. I mean, it's crazy. It's actually insane how big we grew. But enough of that. Let's talk about what's been going on in Twitch. Now, there's one place where everything kind of sparked, and it was Shitcamp. If you guys don't know what Shitcamp is, it's a thing that was created by Cutie Cinderella to bring a bunch of streamers into one place and have a bit of fun, kind of like the copycat TwitchCon that OTK did a couple years back. Now, this entire thing started when E-Rob made a funny joke towards one of his viewers, saying that he's going to kick his ass at TwitchCon. Now, this seemed innocent for a lot of people. No one seemed to have a problem with it because, again, it was a joke. But Twitch staff thought it'd be hilarious to ban him for 7 days. Now, one, that's already ridiculous. He made a joke. He made a very innocent joke. Nothing that would get you banned for 7 days. I mean, it was clearly a joke. Everyone knew it was a joke. Now, imagine they go back and you think, oh, let's unban him. I mean, it was clearly a joke. We made a mistake. They doubled down like Twitch usually does and banned him for 30 days. What in God's name propelled you to do this? Now, we can say that E-Rob's incident was, you know, the starting point. Realistically, this goes back to before Shitcamp was even going to begin. Now, Cutie made the announcement, and XQC decided to also make an announcement saying that he won't be attending. And a lot of people are like, well, why didn't he attend? And he said, because Soda wasn't attending. But then Soda, who already wasn't attending, goes on a podcast, talks about what happened in that tweet, and then says he's already told XQC he wasn't going to attend months prior to the actual event even being announced. Now, people want to know why XQC wasn't doing it now. People wanted to know, hey X, you just been outed, so you want the truth. Why didn't you attend Shitcamp? And X said he was going through family issues, which is fine. If you don't want to say anything about family issues, it's 100% fine. That is your business to worry about. And he said, I had to choose between family and Adept, and I chose family. This caused XQC and Adept to have a huge clash on Twitch, and it spanned to a Discord call where Adept just completely went off on XQC, and X, of course, apologizing, but Adept wasn't having it, so she just went on a big-ass rant. And you'd think that would be it. You think, oh, maybe if Adept and XQC spout, maybe that would have been the climax, and it would have, you know, gone down. But then something in the chess community happens. You'd think, oh, chess, a civilized game. Nothing bad could happen in the chess community. Nothing bad could happen there. Well, if you guys don't know, there's this Grand GM #1 player, Magnus Carlsen, goes up against this, I think, 19-year-old Hans. I forgot his last name, but we'll call him Hans. He loses to Hans and drops out of the tournament. Why? Why do you think that is? Why do you think the leading theory for Magnus dropping out is because I think there was like an AI thing for chess. People think that Hans was using an AI thing that would like predict moves in chess or like help him like play moves that would make him win. And they think that it was all programmed from anal beads that were up his ass. Yes, that is the leading theory. Hans was using anal beads. They go back, and Magnus, of course, wanting to prove that he's number one, challenges him on chess.com. What do you think's gonna happen again? Magnus resigns both games and rage quits. Magnus isn't indirectly saying that Hans is cheating. He is not even directly saying Hans is cheating. He's just saying something's there. Something is clearly there. And he thinks that it all has to do with Hans. If you think he's cheating, just say it. Just say he's cheating. That's all you have to say. But of course, more support has come out for Hans a little more. Hassan and Hans were supposed to have like a little show together, and of course there are now a little bit more supporters for Hans because like people think that, hey, maybe Hans isn't cheating. Maybe Hans is just like an actual legitimately good chess player. He's 19, which I wouldn't blame if people thought he was kind of cheating, because I mean it's a little too young for a chess player to be that good. But again, when it really comes to age, it doesn't matter about, you know, like all there mentally. You can be really smart at a very young age. I mean, a lot of people are very smart at a very young age. But I think it's just a really funny thing that happened in between all of this drama that was happening on Twitter and Twitch, and it's only gonna get worse from here. Like I have like a big topic board like right here, and I've gone through only 3. There's a couple more. So as you guys know, I talked about this on my last video, the Slicker scam drama, how he scammed almost $300,000 plus out of 50-ish people. And again, what I'm gonna say again, scamming people, gambling, it's a serious problem. It's something anyone who has a family member who's dealing with it, they should call the hotline I put on that video and make sure they seek the right help. I'm not going to say that what he did was right, because of course it wasn't. Should he be punished? Absolutely. He should be deplatformed. What he did was fucked up. But, I mean, it's not even the worst thing on this list. This incident is going to be a little triggering for some people, and I'm going to switch to a more serious tone. Because I think that in this case, it's arguably worse than gambling. And sexual assault isn't something to be joked about or taken lightly, which is what happened here a couple years ago. But I think it's something that should be addressed again, because I think it's something that was so quickly swept under the rug 2 years ago. So there's this woman named Adriana Lee, and she went to a sort of get together with the OTK guys before they were, known as OTK. So it was like Mizkif and like his friends. And Crazy Slick ended up taking this girl and sexually assaulted her. And of course she spoke out about it, which of course you should do if you are in that situation. However, Mizkif sent, it's already public, but I won't say who. If you want to, you can look up everything. It's on like her Twitch, her Twitter, everything, all of her statements. You can find them on her page. It'll be right here. That's the name you can search up, Adriana Lee. He sent 2 people to go tell her to talk a little less badly on, Crazy Slick, which is the most fucked up thing you can ask someone who was literally assaulted. And I think for anyone who's dealing with this, you should 100% contact the police. You should 100% make sure that this person is either locked up or far from you, because I think sexual assault is something that is not, it's not a funny matter. It's not something that should be joked about lightly. It's not something that should have been taken lightly. And one of the Mizkif streams, he took that allegation and made it way too lighthearted. But again, it was a very young time, and Miz was a very stupid person at that time. So he was saying a lot of things, which brings me to the next thing. Slurs are not something to be joked about. He already talked about how he said slurs, but there's something to be said about saying that you did say slurs and seeing the context in which you did say slurs. Context will make a lot of things worse or make a lot of things better. But in this case, it made Mizkif's situation a lot worse. Now, I want to take a moment and realize that the only couple of people that weren't affected, that were in shit camp, are Will and F, Hassan, Ludwig, and Myth. That's because they're either not like really deep into roots with OTK, or all on YouTube and just don't care about what's going on in Twitch. Some of them are reporting them, but they have no involvement because they don't need to be involved, because none of them have really done anything to like ruin their reputation. And I think that good on, I mean, Hassan, of course, he's done a lot of things to ruin his reputation, but I'm honestly shocked that through all of this, he's honestly, I mean, the third most cleanest person here besides Ludwig and Myth. And of course, Cutie. So I'd put him at 4th now. But other than that, I'm a little glad that he kind of came out of this almost unscathed. Because, I mean, it's something to say about, like, a person, like, it's something to say about a person's character, that he won't, like, do any dumb shit. I mean, realistically, E-Rob should have come out of this fine. But, I mean, again, the band kind of, like, fucked him. So, I mean, yikes. Sorry, E-Rob. But, yeah. I mean, to start to give you a little bit of a hope for Twitch and then cut Twitch down again, Twitch finally banned gambling that isn't in US jurisdiction. Not to say that they permanently banned gambling. Gambling will still be allowed on their platform, like sports betting and horse racing and all that stuff. But slots and anything that isn't really US legal will be taken off the site. So like websites like Stake and those other ones that I don't even know will be ripped off, which I'm glad. Gambling is something that shouldn't really be taken lightly, and something that shouldn't be promoted, because it can lead to problems like what happened to Slicker, which is, I think, one of the forefronts to why it got deplatformed was the Slicker incident. Not to say that, I mean, people should ban gambling. I mean, gambling is an everyday thing. It's something that everyone does at some point. But I mean, as long as it's a fair gambling site that, I mean, is at least in US law, that is like legal and allowed, I don't think I really see a problem with that. It's sites like Stake that like should be taken off, because it clearly favors the website. And the only reason like odds go up is because there's probably a streamer doing a promotion on it. So while that's cool, while Twitch was having their big day banning one of the biggest problems on their website, they decided to do something really funny. You know, you remember that like whole debacle with Twitch and that like a leaked tweet, you know, about like the pay cuts and the exclusivity and whatever? Yeah, they finally announced that they were cutting pay. And this was affecting a lot of people, and even one of my friends. His name is official 3QM, now 3QM, because he decided to move all of his stuff to YouTube. He's actually going to start streaming on the Red site now. So if you want to check him out, I'll leave a link in the description so you can subscribe to him. He's trying to also hit 100 subs. I'd recommend you guys go follow him. But yeah, not a lot of good stuff. And just a bit of a reminder that this probably isn't going to end. Like, this is probably still the beginning. And I think it's something that is still probably going to be ongoing for a couple more days until more stuff gets shed into the light. But, yeah, I think that's kind of all we have to go over right now. I've been Gary. This is a shit show, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.